Wireless Application Protocol is also known as WAP. WAP is a technical standard for accessing information over a mobile device network. Now we will talk about its history. The wireless industry came up with the idea of WAP. The point of this standard was to show internet contents on wireless clients like mobile phones. Wireless Application Protocol, commonly known as WAP, is used to enable the access of internet in the mobile phones or PDAs, an open global specification that empowers mobile users with wireless devices to easily access and interact with internet information and services instantly. Now we will talk about WAP. WAP is an application communication protocol. WAP is used to access services and information via internet. WAP for handheld devices such as mobile phones. WAP enables the creating of web applications for mobile devices. WAP uses the markup language WML, which is defines as XML 1.0 application. Purpose of WAP is to enable easy, fast delivery of relevant information and services of to mobile users and types of devices that use WAP. Handheld digital wireless devices such as mobile phones, two-way radios, smartphones, and communicators. Now we will talk about operating systems that are compatible with WAP. WAP is a communications protocol and an application environment. WAP is independent of OS. That means WAP can be implemented on any OS, whether it is Palm, Windows CE, Flexos, Java OS, Mac OS, etc. And it provides interoperability between different devices. In this slide, WW model figure is shown. The client is user's interface to internet. User initiate a request by specifying a uniform resource locator, also known as URL. This URL is specify any resource or accessible information on the internet. The server handle the request. This can either be a local accessible resource or the server can request the resource from another server, in which case the first server temporarily turns into a client and it gives the permission to access the content to client. WAP protocol stack. The protocol for WAP is broken down into different parts, which is known as the WAP protocol stack. WDP, which is wireless datagram protocol. Second, WTP, wireless transaction protocol. Third is WSP, which is wireless session protocol. And the fourth, WTLS, which is wireless transport layer security. Now, in this slide, figure of components of WAP architecture is shown. It shows how WAP works. Wireless Datagram Protocol WDP. The WAP Datagram Protocol is the transport layer that sends and receives messages via any available bearer network. It is the most bottom layer and responsible for moving WAP data from sender to receiver and back. It provides a common interface to the upper layer protocols and hence they function independent of the underlying wireless network. The next one is Wireless Session Protocol WSP. The WAP session protocol layer provides a lightweight session layer to allow efficient exchange of data between applications. It creates a session between the WAP client and the WAP gateways. The next one is Wireless Transaction Protocol WTP. The WAP transaction protocol layer provides transaction support, adding reliability to the datagram service provided by WDP. It makes sure that packets packets sent via WDP actually arrive at their destination by waiting acknowledgement. Sends a confirmation message. The next one is wireless transport layer security. WTLS checks the security level of data which is sent through wireless. And its features are data integrity, privacy, authentication. It makes sure that no other person can access the data, tamper the data. Now we will talk about wireless application environment WAE. General purpose application environment based on a combination of WWW and mobile telephony technologies. It defines the user interface on the phone. Primary objective interoperable environment. WAE includes a micro browser. Now we will talk about advantages of WAP. It is simple to use. Mobility, wireless, so we can move it anywhere. Personalized, it is a personal device, easy to carry, means it is wireless, so we can carry it anywhere in the world. We can access any information available on the internet. WAP has increased sales of devices and it is time saving. In today's world, whatever we need, we just Google it. Now we will talk about disadvantages of WAP. The first one is battery life. Means we have to recharge battery after a particular time. Second one is we all know mobile devices has small display screens. Next is speed of access information. Next one is price, which depends on the specification of devices. Next is lack of user habit and limited memory. Next is limited bandwidth, means sometimes we don't have network to access information on the internet. Now we will talk about users and applications of WAP. First one is corporate applications. Salesforce automation, where salespeople use their WAP enabled handset to get instant direct access to the latest pricing, latest news, competitive information anytime, such as share market. The next one is online services. Banking, user can get their current balance, transfer funds online. Electronic commerce, subscriber can use their handset just like their PC to purchase products such as Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, etc. Next one is teleservices. Prepaid services. With a WAP enabled phone, prepaid subscriber can see their current balance with the press of the button. Whenever we want to see our mobile balance, we just dial a number and we can see our balance. So next one is personal productivity. Email. Using WAP, users can keep track of their email right from their handset. We can access email by our handset. We don't have to use PC. Summary of WAP. Use of the WAP has made the access to web very easy. The access to the internet has become very easy when you are on the move, and the use of mobile phones have become much more worthy. In today's world, we can get any information or resource which is accessible on the internet.